What does it come down to? We're gonna be talking about the FITT principle, F-I-T-T, FITT principle. Welcome back, YouTube. David here. Got a new video for you today. I'm going to be explaining why you may not be seeing results in the gym. But before we get into it, if you haven't already, make sure you not only subscribe to the channel, but hit the bell notification. So back to the original topic, why you're not seeing results in the gym. Now, I'm only going to be focusing on the actual workout portion of it. I'm not going to be focusing on diet. We're just going to go with the assumption that your diet is already 100%. You're eating the right amount of protein, carbs, fats, whatever it is for whatever your goal is. I'm just focusing on the workout, the exercise portion when it comes to getting results. So what does it come down to? We're going to be talking about the FITT principle, F-I-T-T, FITT principle. F stands for frequency, I stands for intensity, T stands for type, and the other T stands for time. So these are the four components that anyone should be taking into account when it comes to programming their workout. Now, some reasons why you may not be seeing as much results as you are in the gym, well, it could lie within any one of these four. So let's start off with the letter F, frequency. How often are you working out? If you're only working out a few times a week and you're not seeing as many results as you would like, well, then maybe it's time to bump it up a little bit more. If you're working out 3 times a week, okay, maybe it's time to bump it up to 4 times a week. If you're training a muscle group only once a week, okay, maybe it's time now to train it twice per week. If you hire a personal trainer in hopes so that they can help you get you in shape, and you're only training with them 1 day out of the week, and that's the only time of the week you do working out, well, don't be asking why you're not seeing results. You need to work out more frequently if you want to see the results you're expecting. But on the other side of that coin, what if you're working out too frequently and you're not letting your body recover enough? That could be hindering your gains. So you see, you got to find that right balance between not working out too much and not working out enough. Listen to your body. If it could handle more, work out more frequently. If you're feeling sluggish and you feel like your body can't keep up, okay, now it's a little bit too frequent. Now let's back it off just a little bit. Next, let's talk about I, intensity. How hard are you pushing yourself in the gym? A lot of people may not be seeing results, especially amongst beginners, because they're not used to that discomfort, you know, that burning pain you feel when you're trying to lift weights. Your heart rate is just shooting through the roof the moment you start speeding it up a little bit, with whether if you're running on the bike, elliptical, whatever it is. You got to push yourself. All right, intensity does matter. Let's just say you have the intention of going for 10 reps, and then right when you get to rep number 7, it starts to feel a little uncomfortable, and then you stop. Well, you're not completely fatigued, because if you just feel a little something at 7, you could have kept going. It's all mental. You got to push yourself. That feeling of discomfort, that burning, that uncomfortableness, that's what you need to be seeing results. I'm not saying you always have to go to failure with absolutely nothing in the tank. No, just push yourself enough to the point where maybe you have 1 or 2 reps left in the tank. Do that for a couple sets, you'll be fine. All right, but don't just give up so easily. You need to push yourself. Now, on the other side of that coin, again, we're going to be looking at the pros and cons of each. You could be pushing a little bit too hard, a little bit too intense, and that could in turn lead to you not giving your body enough time to recover. And if you can't recover properly, you won't be seeing the results. Because one thing I really want to point out is when you're in the gym and you're actually pumping the iron, you're not actually growing the muscle or seeing the results in that time. When you recover, when you're sleeping at night, the other hours throughout the day outside of the gym, that's when your body will recover. That's when it will see the results. Just want to throw that out there. So make sure that you're pushing yourself enough, and also be mindful if you're pushing yourself a little too hard and not giving yourself enough time to recover. Now, since we're on the topic of timing, that's a good segue into the next letter. One of the letter T's stands for time. How often are you working out can fall under this, and then how long of rest times in between sets can fall under this as well. If the timing of the workout is off, your gains are going to be off. All right, let's just say you shoot for a set of 10, you get 10, but on the 10th rep, you know, you're dying. You feel the burn, you feel the fatigue. That took all out of you. You could have done maybe 1 more rep. Okay, you got to give your body enough time to recover so that the next set you can push it again. If you're only giving yourself 15 seconds of rest, well, there's no way your body had enough time. If you just pushed real hard for 10 reps the last set, 15 seconds later, don't expect to get another 10 reps. Now now you may be thinking, okay, how much rest time should I be going for? Well, typically if you're training for strength, building muscle, 3 to 5 minutes is pretty acceptable. If you don't want to wait that long, you could bump it down. One thing to be mindful of though is how you feel. All right, everyone's gonna be a little bit different. If you feel like you can recover within 30 seconds, either your cardio is really good or maybe you just didn't push hard enough that last set, and that's why you're able to recover so quickly. Now on the other side, if it's taking you more than 5 minutes to recover, okay, maybe that's a sign you push yourself maybe a little bit too hard on the last set, and that you're just wasting time at that point. So timing in between sets is everything. Now, timing of your workouts. If you're in the gym for just 3 hours of just non-stop work, if you feel like your body is not holding up well, then back it down. Take off all the extra sets, all that fluff in between, and just get down to the basics. Find out what exercises work for you, stick with those. Don't waste any unnecessary time at the gym. All right, so timing is very crucial. Now, if you're focusing on cardio, bringing up your cardiovascular endurance, whatever it is, now timing will be very important. Let's just say you want to do sprints. Okay, I want to do 15-second sprints every minute on the minute. Okay, so then timing is going to be important in that, because now you're going to be pushing through to the next set knowing that your legs still burn from the previous sprint that you did. So timing is also very dependent on what training style it is that you're going for and what your goals are. Lastly, let's look at the last letter T. Stands for type. So this is going to be reflecting the type of exercise that you're doing, the type of training style that you're going for. Whatever your goal is, that's going to require certain exercises and a certain type of training style. If your goal is to build muscle, okay, why the fuck are you focusing so much on the cardio equipment? If your goal is to lose weight, okay, now the type of exercises that you should be aiming for are things that are, higher intensity, burns enough calories. So if you're not seeing the results that you would like, start looking real carefully at your programming. What are the exercises that are going to push me to see my goal? Let's just say if you're trying to build up your legs, but all you're doing is just your little bandit exercises like around your knees, some donkey kicks on the floor, just some regular body weight squats, and you're not seeing the muscle growth that you would want, okay, that's not the type of exercise you want to do. If you're trying to build up some serious muscle in your legs, you got to focus on those compound lifts, your deadlifts, or just any hinge variation, whether it be an RDL, a straight leg deadlift, trap bar deadlift. You want to be focusing on those squats, going heavy enough, not just body weight, barbell squats, goblet squats. You can even focus on multi-joint movements when it comes to machines, things like the leg press, hack squat machine. Things like that are very important when it comes to your goals. You gotta pick the appropriate exercises, and you gotta start reflecting your training around the appropriate training style. All right, similarly to the way a sprinter would be very specific with their training. If their goal is to get faster, all right, their training style is going to reflect exercises that are going to allow them to get to that goal. So overall, the 4 principles: frequency, intensity, type, and time. Those 4 are things you should be reflecting on when it comes to seeing results at the gym. Now, again, like I mentioned in the beginning, I just focused on the actual exercise and workout portion of, your fitness routine. I didn't take into account diet. That brings on its own set of challenges. Let's just say maybe the 4 principles that I went over, you already have all of them intact. It could be the diet that's holding you back. But for this one, we're just going to go with the assumption that your diet is already 100%, and now it's just in the gym that you're lacking. So just be real mindful about all the exercise you're doing, how you're going about it, how often you're going about it. All the little things will add up to make something great, and every person is going to be individualized. So just because you saw one workout or one person do this, don't expect it to work for you. All right, that's what they worked out for them. They took the FITT principle into account for themselves and came up with that program for them. Now it's your turn to take the FITT principle and apply it to yourself. It's a lot of trial and error, but once you find the things that work, stick with it. As always, if there's any video suggestions that you would like to see me do, comment down below. I'll be more than happy to make other videos going more in details about various fitness topics or fitness challenges, workouts, whatever it may be. Comment down below. I'll get it out for y'all. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please make sure to do so, but not just this channel, my girlfriend's and our couples accounts together. And then for Instagram and TikTok, follow us on both the individual accounts and the couples accounts. I put all the links down in the description below. Go ahead and make sure you subscribe and follow for each. With that being said, I'll catch y'all next time.